Hello, welcome to the channel and welcome back to Resurwreck Autos HQ. So guys, it is Friday. We've made it through another week at the workshop. We've done loads this week, absolutely busy as hell every single day. But yeah, I love it. So today, to finish off the week, we are going to continue with the Vauxhall Corsa. I'm going to nip down to the paint shop and I'm going to get a couple of cans of just a rattle cans of the same colour, and then we're going to do the inside of the wing, paint all that off, make sure that's all done. A little bit of primer first because I think it's got a little bit of rust patches. So I want to sort of protect that up if I can. Might see if I can find some rust protection or some sort of, you know, that sort of paint over there as well. The inside of the bonnet as well, it's got to be painted, so that's got to be prepped and painted on the inside as well. And then all the panels, the bonnet can go back on, the wing can go on, the headlight can go on, the bumper needs stripping down and painting, and then can go back on. So there's quite a few bits and pieces to do still on this car, but I think we can sort of, you know, finish this off, get this ready for the paint shop, do as much as we can. So let's get set up. I'll nip down the paint shop quickly. When I come back, I'll set you up and then we'll get cracking with the wing first of all. So let's do this. Right, okay, guys, I'm back from the paint shop. We're going to start on the wing. And yeah, that needs some attention. We're going to hit it with this first, which is like a rust primer and zinc. Stops rusting from fast drying. Sorry, stops rusting, fast drying. So I'm reading the can and sort of, so apparently that's the good stuff to use, because I took this wing down there to show him and he said, just rub it all back. He said, as long as it ain't rusted right through, which it ain't, it's just like, it looks like it's surface rust, I've got to be honest, but I just want to make sure that is good. So we're going to have a good go at this, and make sure that it's nice and protected before we hit any sort of colour inside on these leading edges as well. I want to paint all those as well, but we've got to address this little bit of rusting. I'm going to rub it back, get a brush on it, you know, really sort of get it back, clean it up, then hit it with that rust. It is red, apparently. So I said to him, what colour is this? He said, oh, it's red. So it's going to come out red, but it's going to be the good stuff to use, you know, and then we shouldn't have any more problems with that wing going forward, you know. And that's always the best thing to do, really. I don't just want to whack over some colour over it. It's just not the right thing to do, really. So I'm going to set myself up, get some PPE on, and we're going to open this door and we're going to hit it. We're going to clean it all up, and then we're going to hit it with that rust first. And then once we've done that, we can move on. I can take the bonnet off. We can flip over the bonnet. I can prep it with a bit of Scotch Brite. You always scotch it up anyway. Do you know what I mean? Like with this, no matter what painting you do, you always sort of scotch it up so it gives it a nice surface to sort of to paint to stick to. So yeah, we'll do that as well. Get the bonnet done, and then once that's done, we can get the wing on, then put the bonnet on, then put the headlight on, then we'll sort the bumper out. So let's just carry on today, and let's just hopefully get it ready for the paint shop, and we'll just spend all day today getting it ready for that. So I'll set you up on the wing. Let's do this. Right, okay, guys, we're getting there, but we're not quite there when it comes to getting this wing on in place. So I've rubbed it all back, you know, got all the rust off, got that red rust protection stuff on it, so that's all done. And then I dried it off with the heat gun, let that cool down, and dried that back. It's quick drying anyway, that stuff. And then once that's done, I've hit it with a grey primer, again, with the heat gun, just get some heat in there, because it's a little bit cold today. And I know the door's open, but I need the door to stay open because of the fumes and stuff. But, yeah, do you know what I mean? It is what it is. So that's that done. It's drying very, very nicely. The next stage for this one, really, is going to be the top coat, the actual colour with the aerosol that I got. On the inside and the leading edges. So basically exactly what I did with the bonnet. You just simply do that, rubbed it all back, cleaned it all back, got the airline, sprayed it all down, and basically I'm just matching the colour of the spray that matches the car. Not perfectly, but enough, better than what it was. Do you know what I mean? Plus, as well, I've hit this leading edges all the way around. So when we put the bonnet on, all the painter's got to do is top. He hasn't got to take it off. He hasn't got to do the inside. I've done it all. So in a sense, and he always tells me this, the painter, it's cheaper for me. He said it's cheaper for me to me do this part, and for him just to do the top, a lot cheaper. So yeah, that is that's where we are. I'm going to leave that bonnet on there for the moment, just to dry off. It is dry, more or less. A little bit of patchy, but a little bit, you know, just a little bit left to dry off. So we'll leave that there, and we'll continue with the wing. I'm going to get this wing painted in a sec, and you know, we can leave that to dry. And whilst that's drying, we can move on to something else, and yeah, continue with this car. But it's not taking much, this car, is it? It's like yesterday and today, and yeah, it's actually turning out pretty quick, quicker than I thought. I've got to be honest. Did not think I'd be doing it this quick, but it just, yeah, it is what it is. Still waiting for this bottle to turn up, so I'm leaving that on there like that. But we can do that another day or whatever. But I want to basically get it ready to go to the paint shop, because when it goes to the paint shop, it will come back. We can put it all back together in one more video, and then we should be done. It just needs a clean up. It doesn't need much, this car. Needs to do the wheels. Might be a chance to get the wheels done today. I don't know, but we'll see how we go. Let's continue with the wing, and then we'll leave that to dry. So let's do this. Right, okay. Well, guys, we're getting there. We are getting there with this one. At first, I wasn't sure about this colour that I've been spraying. But I think what it is that if I stand here, and you can see that obviously it's dark here, and it goes light there, and dark here, and dark, see that there? And then you've got dark bits here and around there. So what I think it is, this cut, it's a really strange colour, this one. It is really strange. Like if I stand there, it looks like I've not even painted that there at all. It just looks completely different, doesn't it? But then when you stand back away from it, it starts to become darker. What a strange colour this is, I'll tell you. So it's really confusing. But at first I was like, well, I was moving up to it thinking, oh, I've not even painted. It doesn't even look like it's the right colour. But I think, spoke to the paint shop, and he's basically turned around and said, the thicker you put it on in layers, the darker it becomes. Plus, I haven't put any lacquer, clear coat lacquer, so it really darkens it up once you do that. Obviously, I'm not going to do none of that. All I wanted to do is get the leading edges done, so the painter now can just go zip straight across, and with the bonnet as well. You know, I've done the underneath, the bonnet, and the leading edges. Just so that it makes it easier for him, just to do the top of the bonnet then, do you know what I mean? Same with the bumper, I'll do the same. So, yeah, I just wanted to clear that up, because it just looked to me that a little bit, it's really strange, this colour. But I'm not going to take it off. I'm not going to do no extra coats or anything like that. I'm just going to leave it as it is and let the painter do the rest. We've done underneath, we've done the back of it, I've done what I wanted to do with it. Lined it all back up. It really lines up really nice. It's nice and flush. Got the gaps perfect this side compared to the other side. So it's in a really nice position, the wing. I don't want to move that at all. But we have got a little bit of an issue with the bonnet. I think what this is that the actual slam panel needs to be moved over to the right. Basically the gaps, I can move it on the hinge with the bonnet, but the gaps are not enough to allow it to line up with the latch there. So you've got that there, and there's not a lot to latch it into. See that little hole there? So if this slam panel is in the wrong position either way, that ain't going to line up properly. So it's not a lot. I think it needs to move over that way. Yeah, I think it all needs to move that way, about 2 or 3 mil, maybe 4 mil, and then that'll even out the gaps both sides on the bonnet. That slam panel is definitely in the wrong. I think it's in the wrong position. So yeah, we're gonna have to take the headlights back off and move the slam panel over that way. But I'm not going to have time today. This is going to be a real short one. I want to just sort of continue, showing you what I'm doing as a stage in stages. But today I've really got to get away pretty sharpish today. So this is going to be a short video. I have found another problem as well. This side indicator does not work, and it is not the bulb, because I've just put another bulb in. So we've got to work out why that ain't working, what is going on. I'm hoping it's just going to be a wire somewhere or something's gone wrong. The other side's working. These other indicators are all working. But if that doesn't work, then that's not going to pass the MOT. This has to work. So that's a foul on the MOT. If it's there, it's got to work. Yeah. Or is it an advisory? I can't remember now. I'll have to speak to him. We've got to get it sorted out, regardless of whether it's an advisory or it's... I don't want it to be an advisory. That's the trick, innit? I want to fix it so that we haven't got an advisory. So, yeah. It's getting there. It's getting there slowly, this car, but I am stuck now. I can't do no more until Monday. So I'm going to leave it there. That's going to be the end of today's video. So tomorrow is obviously Saturday. I'm going to come in tomorrow and I'm going to do a video on a dash cam that I think you might be interested in. It's, again, like, you know, it's related to what we do. It's a dash cam. It records your driving, and it's a very, very cheap little car. So yeah, I'll end it there. Don't forget to drop me a comment. Let me know what you think. Give the video a thumbs up, and I'll see you tomorrow in the next one. Thanks for watching. See you soon.